charge forward without any caution at all. Oh no, that almost ended rather poorly for us, who would have thought? This unnamed Black Phantom is extremely sneaky, using a ranged weapon and a ring that hides them from us up until a certain distance. Besides the initial surprise, they're not too challenging though, especially for a magic user. I thought that water veil was Soul Arrow. Now not only do we have to contend with this enemy, but we're all soggy as well. Latria just gets worse and worse. That's certainly welcoming. I see no reason to distrust this apparently sentient place of worship, so let's head inside. A rather somber atmosphere awaits us upon entering the Fool's Idol boss arena. Silently, patiently, she waits at the far end before the altar while non-hostile Dreglings either throw their arms up in worship or wander around. By far the most annoying aspect of this fight are the aisles. The wooden seats are indestructible and thus a constant annoyance when it comes to traversing the arena. I was so astounded by the fact that I survived that I didn't think to get behind proper cover before healing. Let's try that again once I deposit all that weight I have in my inventory. And we're back. We'll avoid the aisle between the seats and instead go around this time. The most challenging part of this entire game is remembering where she places those sigils, I think. I've gotten so into the habit of just brute forcing my way through this encounter that I don't even attempt to track them. Not the best way, certainly, but it usually doesn't impede my progress too severely. As you've seen, she creates copies of herself. It's easy to figure out which one is the real one, though, as the spells that the real Fool's Idol shoots are larger and have a cloud of what looks like blue lightning around them.
eternity. Rejoice, fools, for it is as you wished.
Well, that's strange. No victory screen, no archstone, just the rambling of some old man. The fog gate is even still there. Yes, sadly we did not just defeat the Fool's Idol even in spite of reducing her HP to 0. After venting our anger at the expense of these dreglings, we'll read a few developer messages around the church that hint as to what to do about this odd development. They're up above. That voice is reviving the idol. Another redo, it never ends. Clearly the most useful of these messages is the one that reads, "That voice is reviving the idol." Leaving and re-entering the arena merely begins the fight over again. Were I to finish her off once more, the same thing would happen. So let's do a little investigating and try to find the source of that voice, which seemed to be echoing out from above us and to the right, while inside the church. The gate in this tower is blocked off, leaving us no choice but to climb upwards and out into the balcony path opposite the one that led us to the Silver Catalyst. You remember, the one that talked about those Yormdar magicians that we know so much about. Through this door, where the voice seemed to be coming from, something curious awaits us.
What do you want? I am a humble servant. I do not wish to interfere. I won't cause you trouble. I won't. What do you want? I won't cause you trouble.
Sorry, buddy. Blame a player's need for progression, not the player themselves. On this wall is the Prison of Hope special key, which I am ecstatic to have picked up. After hopping down a broken section of the rail here, we'll pick up a Widow's Lotus, which removes the Plague status ailment, and then jump to where we can use that special key. The special key opens up this cell that we saw before.
Magnificent. I never expected to get out of there alive. My name is Frake. I am known as a sage. I thought my magic would give me an edge against these demons, but how wrong I was. I have been enfeebled by my long imprisonment, but I can still move my legs, and I can make it back to the Nexus. I thank the stars that I escaped when I did. I owe you my life.
Yep, we've just completed a task given to us at the very beginning of the game and rescued Sage Frake, which is extremely exciting, not only because the Nexus received a new NPC, but because as a magic user, Frake is a godsend. As an aside, his dialogue makes me wonder how exactly NPCs reach the Nexus. Is it just like our character? Did Frake wander to the beginning of this stage and find the Archstone to get there? I guess we'll never know.
You saved Sage Frake, did you not? Then I was right to bend the rules and teach you a few tricks. Nevertheless, I'm grateful to you. Do you see how important selfless acts are in this dreary world? What is it? Are you still begging for magic lessons? Ah, so be it. Better than having you bother Sage Frake. Sage Frake prefers to work alone. Do not dare to bother him by gabbing about trifling nonsense. He is on the verge of discovering something that will rival even the demon souls.
Frake's apprentice seems grateful at first, only to return to his typical lack of manners. Let's talk to the man himself.
I have a proposal for you. Could you bring your demon souls to me? As I determine more about the essence of the soul, I can teach you new magic. A demon soul is no mere amalgamation of lesser souls. You have your wits about you. Surely you understand me? Do you have a connection to the disciples? Do not pay attention to them if they speak poorly of me and my magic. Prayer is for the foolish, quaint, and soon to be dead. And heaven forbid the day you find out what their so-called God really is. I was defeated and captured by the Golden Elder beyond that dungeon. Beware of him, for he manipulates souls. He has power over dark souls, those susceptible to madness and paranoia. I know of 3 human leaders who became demons. King Alant of Boletaria, Astraea of the Valley of Defilement, and the Golden Elder of Latria. They have proven that humans can evolve to a higher state. We were wrong to assume that only demons could do demon work. He has power over...
I enjoy the indirect feud that Frake and magic users in general have with the miracle users. Also worth noting is his mention of King Alant, a character named Astraea, and the Golden Elder of Latria, stating that they have ascended, in his words, to demonhood. Anyway, through Sage Frake we can learn extremely powerful magic in exchange for our boss souls. This and the power of the Crescent Falchion are the main reasons we won't be using these souls for weapons. Here we'll give him the soul of Armor Spider for Fire Spray, the soul of Dragon God for Fireball, and the soul of Tower Knight for Warding. These spells are all great. Fire Spray considerably less so, but I picked it up anyway for some reason. With our arsenal substantially upgraded and expanded upon, let's head back to the Fool's Idol and give her what for, now that our personal white mage is dead. The effect for warding is huge, blinding, and kind of ugly, but its protective capabilities are worth it and then some. I'm going to start off with Fireball, and you'll notice a marked increase in damage from our previous spells. Also, you'll notice that the Fool's Idol thought she could be smart and teleport to the same place to deceive us, but it backfired because of my laziness. Torchstone. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to seeing you next time as we continue on into Stage 2 of the Tower of Latria.